and welcome to the season. Oh, I fucked up the intro. Wait, stop. Hello and welcome to Pandemic's Top Tier Season 3 Premiere Outer Space. We're already off to a bumpy road. And hello. So tonight, we will start by welcoming the lovely tiermates of Season 3. Let me do something really fast for y'all. Let me get something up and running for y'all, girls. Okay. Hopefully I don't lag this season. Can everyone see me? Production, can you all see me? Can you all hear the music? All right, perfect. Let's welcome the tiermates. Entering first is Angie. Please welcome Christian. Please welcome Gabby. Where are they? There's Gabby. Why is Christian not coming through? Come on, Christian, baby, where are you? Okay, welcome from Season 2, Jeffy. Please welcome Jen. Welcome, Jonathan. Please welcome Miles. Why did it not let Jonathan in? Okay, there we go. Welcome Miles. Welcome Raven. Welcome Zach 1. And welcome Zach 2. And everyone is joining. For some reason, Christian's Wi-Fi is lagging on his ass hard, but we will give him just a few seconds. Everyone, we are live, so keep that in mind. I will now stop sharing my music. I will also turn the music off.
Hello.
I hope you all enjoyed that. Hello, tiermates. It is so exciting to see you all here tonight, or all of you that are here. I'm gonna let Miles and Angie connect to audio. If eventually I need to message them, I will tell them to. Angie's connected. Now we will wait on Miles to connect to audio. Once everyone is connected to audio, we will begin with the first twist of Season 3. Miles, why are you not connecting to audio? Let me see if you can see the chat, y'all. Sorry.
Do I need to change my nickname?
Yes, can you please change it to Zachary, Zach?
Yes.
I would appreciate that.
That's fine. If I remember how to do it again, like.
Let me.
Oh yeah.
Let me PM Miles in his production chat and let him know to leave and come back.
Here we go. Is that fine for you?
Yes.
Sweet.
Y'all hang tight. I promise I'll get it moving. It's all right. We're all good here. We're just vibing. Christian still hasn't joined from the waiting room, I don't think. No, he left the meeting completely. Kind of tea. Oh, there he is. Okay, Miles is connected.
I was on the phone. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Hello, everyone. Once again, I am happy you are all here. It is now time for me to unveil the first twist of Season 3. Welcome to a twist we love to call gravity. I will spin a wheel. I don't know who iPhone is, but I'm going to be bold enough to let them in and hope they're not a creep. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I will unveil the twist. Obviously, the twist is gravity. Darcy just joined. Woohoo, everyone's showing up at once. Okay, y'all stop joining the meeting. If you're late, you're late. Okay, sorry. So what'll happen is I will spin a wheel. The person that the wheel picks will then have a space suit. Jeffy, since you got a punishment earlier, you ultimately get the first space suit, so I do not need to spin the wheel. Jeffy, I will not say what will happen to the person without a spacesuit, but one of you will end up without a spacesuit. Dun, dun, dun. Jeffy, since you are the first person with a spacesuit, I need you to pick another player to give a spacesuit to. Remember, this could be good or bad.
I'm gonna give it to just because you were giving me shit earlier with the emojis and shit, Zachary.
All right,
What the
Zachary. Jeffy and Zachary, please turn off your cameras, just so I know who does not have a spacesuit. Also, for the people that aren't here, they automatically have a spacesuit. So,
Oh,
all right, Zachary, please pick the next person to get a spacesuit.
okay. Let's go for. Okay. Let's go for Jen.
All right, Jennifer, or Jen, sorry. You have the next spacesuit. Jen, please turn off your camera and pick the next person to get a spacesuit. You there, Jen?
Wait, look, sorry, I'm here.
Oh, okay, you're good.
I'm looking who's here. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So who has their camera on? Sorry,
Yes,
I got cut out. I don't even know what's going on.
Jen, whoever has a camera on, you will give a spacesuit to. One of them,
And what
just one.
happens?
Huh?
What happens?
After you give them a spacesuit, then they will pick the next person and so on and so on. Benny, you can have it on if you want.
I'll do Zach, I guess.
All right, Zach, please turn off your camera and pick the next person to get a spacesuit.
I guess I'll go with Jonathan.
Jonathan, you have the next spacesuit. Jonathan, please unmute, turn your camera off, and pick the next person.
I'm gonna go for go for probably Quinn. I don't know.
All right, Darcy, you have the next spacesuit. Darcy, please turn your camera off, and if you can't unmute, please PM me the next person. Because I know you're watching WWE. Lovely. Wish I was there with you. Actually, no, I don't, because, you know, life is life. All right, I promise I'm not rigging. Darcy is giving the next spacesuit to Gabby. Gabby, please turn the camera off and pick the next person.
I'll give it to, let's see, Miles.
All right, Miles, you have the next spacesuit. Miles, please turn your camera off and pick the next person.
I can't tell if people want it or not. I'll give it to Raven.
Hey, Raven, you have the next spacesuit. Please turn your camera off, unmute, and pick the next person.
Lillian.
Lillian, you have the next spacesuit. You also have the final spacesuit in your hand. Will you give it to Alyssa or will you give it to Angie? Please pick now.
I'll give it to Alyssa.
Alyssa, you have the final spacesuit. Angie, since you are the final person without a spacesuit, congratulations, you are safe until jury. You are allowed to compete in each and every single head comp, but you cannot compete in immunity or set block comps. Angie, this is a huge power, and you will not be leaving this game for a long, long time.
Dude, I thought it was.
Wow.
Whew. All right.
Good job,
Now that
Angie.
that is through and done.
Guys, or
What, Angie?
I said thanks, guys.
Well
All
done,
right, now
Angie.
that is over. And Angie is securing her spot in the jury, and will not be leaving this game for quite some time. It is now time that I bore you guys with the rules of top tier and how top tier works. Unfortunately, I have to do this just so we're all on the same page. We all know what's going on, etc., etc. So, first things first. Here is exactly how top tier works. I'm going to lay everything out and explain the complete format. So, each week, there will be 3 competitions. The first competition will be the head competition. In Big Brother terms, you would call this the head of household. 2 people will win the head competition. After the head competition, we will go right into immunity. 2 people will also win immunity. Immunity secures your spot safe for the week, meaning you cannot be nominated. If you are immune, you still vote. After immunity, the heads will nominate 1 person each. So if Angie and Zach are the heads for the week, Angie can nominate me, and Zach can nominate Vinny, and we are the pre-sets for the week. After that, we go into something called the set block competition, where the 2 heads, the 2 sets, 2 people selected at random draw will compete. Whoever wins the set block competition can use it on either set. However, if you are not a head, not immune, or not a set already, you can be the reset, meaning you can be put up in their place. So make decisions wisely. After that, we go into something called the voting stage. Everyone but the heads will vote. If there is a tie, the heads will either vote together, vote against each other, and if they vote against each other, we go to a deadlock. A deadlock causes us to go to the will. Once we go to the will, the 2 heads' names and the 2 sets' names will be on the will. If it lands on a head's name, that head makes the final decision. Yes, Miles, I get criticized every season for the way I say will, and Angie's probably criticizing me hard right now because, you know, whatever. So if it lands on a head's name, they make the final vote. If it lands on a set's name, that set is evicted, not safe. So don't argue with me later in the season if you go to a deadlock and you're a set and it lands on your name and say, but I'm safe because it landed on my name. No, you're evicted. That is your final vote to leave. Okay. Does everyone understand how the game works? All I need is a thumbs up or a head shake or something signifying that you understand. Jeffy, you played last season. Raven's good. I think everyone is good. Now, I will get into the rules of Pandemic's Top Tier. The rules are basically just what I expect you all to follow, the guidelines of this game, and how we will run things, basically. This is a lot, just because we consider Pandemic's Top Tier a safe place for everyone. So let me pull it up because I know I don't have these rules memorized. All right, I'm going to go ahead and announce this just in case some of my younger players are here, because season 5 is already out there and known that it will be vets versus rookies, and the vets will be second chance people. So after season 4, people under the age of 18 must fill out 2 apps, one to get casted and a permission application. The permission application has to be your parents filling it out. We're not sure how we're gonna make sure it's your parents filling it out yet, but I'm probably just gonna make sure I have their correct email, because typically kids don't know their parents' emails. At least I didn't know my parents' emails for a while. They will also have to give me a phone number to contact them. The reason being is because I was in a game one night, we were playing, someone was doing an endurance comp, and they passed out, and we could not get a hold of anyone, and it ended up being fatal, and they ended up in the hospital. So we now require underage kids to give us their phone numbers for a parent so we can contact them if something were to happen. God forbid it ever happen during top tier, because I will cry. But yeah, so that's basically the 2 application process that we'll be putting added. No disrespecting host or other players. This includes, I don't know why I need to say this, but saying racial, homophobic, or any kind of slurs to cause harm to a player or hate. This does also include, and I'm going to say it without any intent, just so you all know that we are including this as a slur because one of our viewers have asked us to. The word savage is no longer going to be used. I understand a lot of you use this word and a term as in you're a savage, or you did that as in the move was savage. I understand that, but I do have a few Native American fellows watching, and they do find that word offensive, and I can only respect them and whatever. If you do accidentally say this word, I will just talk to you and tell you, hey, I don't know if you caught yourself, but just don't say it again. I'm not going to be too strongly on this word, just because I don't want you all having too much restriction on the words you say in this game. Arguing with a decision production makes. Whatever we say, 9 times out of 10, is the final decision and not up for debate. Do not be a Chandler from season 1. I will get annoyed and I will remove you from the game immediately because I'm over people thinking they're the host and they can do what they want. Now, if I do something wrong and it's known as wrong, like you know I'm doing something wrong and you can actually back it up, that's where the 9 out of 10 comes in. Be as active as possible. Show up to all challenges, votings, etc. In orgs, we know personal things can happen. If you have something going on, please reach out to production in advance. I'm not going to hate you if you have a funeral to go to. I'm not even going to hate you if you drop out of my game because of a funeral. Things happen in life. I'm not here to monitor your every move. My name is not Oyram. Lights out, cameras off. Vote. Even if you are not here, send in a list. If you do not vote twice in a row, you will be removed. This is so we know that we have an active cast. It's not hard to send a list even if you cannot be here. You just put a list of who you don't want to leave the most at the top and who you want to at the most at the bottom. Send a confessional at least once every round. This season, we're going to be strict on this. You can write a confessional. You can send videos. You can ask us to do a live confessional. And if we're not busy, we will do that. If you don't know what a live confessional is and you want to know, ask us after this premiere. No screenshots whatsoever. Sometimes this rule will be bypassed, but we'll get to when it'll be bypassed later. You will all, we're no longer on Skype, but you can still forward messages. Please just don't forward messages. I know it don't show me that you actually forwarded the message, but just don't do it. The only reason this rule is to be bypassed is if something is said to you out of the way that production needs to know, we'll tell you to send us a screenshot. Obviously, you can send us screenshots. This also includes not screenshotting confessionals and sending them to other players or making fake videos to prove your point to a player. I feel like that is boring, lame, and not fun, and it just ruins the whole point of Big Brother and Survivor. The next rule is when you are asked to come to the diary room. So on Zoom, we will make 2 breakout rooms. There will be one that is like a waiting room type thing, and it'll say do not enter. Never go to that breakout room. It is just a holding spot while we move you to the diary room to cast your vote to evict. When you are there, you will vote out loud to us and tell us why. Then we need you to, immediately after you vote in person on the Zoom, I need you to send your vote to your production chat. This is because Logan, who you will not see very often because he does work, makes voting charts. Last season he couldn't because no one voted in the production chat like they were supposed to. Okay, I'm lenient as fuck with this rule, and I really shouldn't be. You can have up to 3 people in your production Obviously, they cannot be in the game. Obviously, they cannot be, well, obviously hosts are already in it, so you get my point. But know that I reserve the right to remove them for any reason of them breaking any kind of rule. They're not to be talking to other players unless they're in that other player's confessional, but then they can't be passing confessionals back and forth to each other. And you guys can use this at your own discretion. If you don't want to add people, don't add people. If you want to add people, add them. You're allowed to have 3, and I will monitor that. If any of them break rules, I will remove them without any care. Anything in your production chat stays there. Do not write a confessional and try to send it to someone, or make a video confessional and send it to someone. If someone does this, tell me. If you tell me, 9 times out of 10, they didn't just send it to you. They're trying to prove their point to multiple people. They're not going to know which one of you told me. So just tell me. I'm not going to expose you. I have no reason to. Okay, on to idols. There will be idols in play. There will be other advantages in play. To play an idol or any kind of advantage, before the votes are read, I will say, if you have a hidden immunity idol and or an advantage and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. You will say, I do, or me, or whatever, loud enough to where I can hear you. I will then ask you what you're playing, who you're playing it on, and if it is like a vote block or a vote still, I will have you PM me who you're blocking or stilling a vote from. So that'll be more later. If there is a power in this game that I PM you and say to tell me before, or tell me to tell, like I tell you to use the power in advance, just know when to use it. Because there will be some powers possibly like that. I was like really rude with this rule, but I'm gonna say it again. Do not try to cheat in certain comps. Cheating is not a strategy. It's just you being a bitch and being annoying. And we're not here for that here. During evictions, you will only vote when asked to come to the diary room. You will show us, well, we're not doing that this season. You will only vote when you come to the diary room and in your production chat after you vote. This includes not talking about your votes while you're in this part of the Zoom. If I find out, ask Vinny what'll happen. Hey, Vinny, take the stage and tell them what'll happen.
Okay, well, a few of you know, because I made you watch the show and you were on it, Mr. Jeffy. But if you talk about your vote, I know damn well, because I know exactly who said their vote, Keegan, the whole round resets. The HOH will be renamed, nominees will be renamed, and there might be a new person leaving the game. So watch what you talk about.
Don't do it.
Yep.
Also, want to point out real quick, it probably also should have happened the first episode because Maddie literally showed her vote on her arm.
Dumb. But
So we'll catch it this time. Damn
if you're PMing someone about your vote, I would hope you're not going to be that annoying and try to bypass us. But if you do, I'm going to be annoyed with you. Okay. If you are removed or you quit for any reason, you will not be asked for any returnee seasons. Some exceptions apply. Obvious exceptions like if your mental health is too bad that you know you can't play, then tell me and walk from the game and I'm not going to be mad at you. If there's a funeral in your family and you're feeling upset, you don't want to deal with the game, leave the game. I'm not going to be mad about that. Okay, I'm skipping that rule because I cuss enough anyway, so I'm not even going to try to enforce it this season. If you're fighting with someone and I tell you to stop fighting with them because it has gone too far, then just shut up and stop fighting with them. It's not that hard to just breathe. I usually don't step in the middle of fights, but there have been fights where people have said some out of the way things like, you're stupid, worse than that, but I'm just trying to give an example. And I'll stop you in your tracks. Okay, when we send you the Zoom link, you already figured it out today, but you'll stay in the waiting room for a minute. Don't get mad, don't leave. It's just because we're letting you guys in one at a time because we like the look of it better. All alliance chats need to have every single member of production. If you just add me, I'll add the rest of production. If I find out there's an alliance without us, I will expose you because I said so. And that's how we work at Top Tier. We're nosy. We want to know the tea. And this is why we're going to be strict on confessionals. There's no reason for us to
Does
not.
that include one-on-one?
No, Jen, that does not include one-on-ones unless it's like a final two.
Okay.
But we just want to be in the Lions chat so we know what's going on. Once again, Top Tier has no desire to rig. Okay, these are just so you all know. If you break any of these rules at any time, you will be removed from the game immediately. This is your only and final warning. There is no strike system in top tier. Once you fail to follow a rule, I will remove you. Severity plays a part in this, and some of the above rules are not that strict. I'm not gonna remove you for some of those rules, just so you know. Just an add-on note, if you feel the need to vent about anything, even unrelated game stuff, production will listen. If you feel upset or weary about things, we will all help to the best of our ability. As hosts, it is our job to make sure you are all in a safe space during the duration of our game. If every one of you in this Zoom understand these rules, please PM your production chat right now and say, I agree.
Do we have to PM the chat or
PM your production chat. Here, I can bump it for you, Zachary, if you need me to.
That's why I made a separate account.
That's your one-on-one telling me.
Yeah, please don't talk votes because restarts are annoying.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Aren't they, Jeffy?
I concur. I agree.
Have you bumped it?
I just did. Sorry, I had to find it
Cheers.
myself.
I do.
What are you doing? No, that hurts.
I am laying down in my closet right now.
Okay, all of you have agreed. I appreciate that. And with that being said, do you want to find out the main twist of this season? I think so. I almost forgot. All right.
Jeffy's first boot.
That's some shade.
Why you gotta
I
open
mean,
the hole?
Zachary should be.
All right. So, as you all know, it is outer space theme. The main twist of this season is called Planet Fitness. Here's how it works.
Boy.
Each week, there will be an additional comp. The person that wins will pick one of the planets in the solar system. The planet can have something good or bad, but it is up to you to decide which planet you will go to. Each round, this will happen for 3 weeks, or 3 game weeks. Each round, there will be 3 different planets you'll choose from. We did this just to make it easier on us to navigate for you guys. So just to give you a rundown, week 1 will be Venus, Earth, Mars. Week 2 will be Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Will be Neptune, Pluto, and the whole galaxy.
Or immature.
So, that being said, everyone, let the games begin. To the viewers, good night and goodbye. See you tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when the first person will be evicted from top tier